Bet. All right, y'all. Go ahead and get this thing started. Glad you can be here. Of course, it's another episode of the Enigma Sept Hour. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching it at all, I'm going to set up the audio so we can record the podcast. I got my man's, well, so used to saying in the building. Ain't nobody in the building. No time moving forward, but the guests on the podcast will be none other than Outlawed Beats, who's really been integral, I should say, integral. Yeah, see my words right. Anyway, he's been very important in just in anything I've been involved with the past 5, 6, almost 7 years now. And yeah, I was my Batman, my Robin to my Batman, or vice versa. You know what I mean? We really been down for your boy for a few years or whatever. And so I'm just glad to finally have him on the show. Yo, y'all gotta excuse me. I don't know why. Like I look crazy. My eyes look mad dark. I know my skin is not the clearest, but yeah, kids. Can be almost 40. Still dealing with skin issues. But anyway, it's time, so we're gonna go ahead and start the podcast. So get my notes together so I know what I'm talking about. And let's go. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. This is the Enigma Sept Hour, your boy Enigma September. And what you just heard was Hot Sauce of my girl C Red. And shouts out to her. She has completed her 2nd year of medical school. So salute to the young queen doing her thing. I ain't even mean to make that rhyme, but it is what it is. Matter of fact, man, I went ahead and played that C Red based on what we got going on over here. And what we got going over here in Freedom Train Radio. Shouts out to Pat. Shouts out to Joe. Shouts out to Shelby, Queen Candace, and everybody down with the team. We appreciate y'all. Matter of fact, so much so that the team is we recognizing Black women this month. It's Black Women Celebration Month. And so every day through the month of May, we're gonna be celebrating a Black woman that we know. Otherwise, I think it's mostly who we know. Because I've just seen mostly local women or women that we can touch. Pause. It's like right there. My sister, she got recognized. My fiance Felicia and her mother, Miss Wendy Barber, they all recognized as of yet, including other women, because of course it's at the time of recording, it's been 8 days, so it's 8 women. I just named 3. So it's 5 other women that have been recognized, and we're gonna keep doing it, man, till we get to 31. So yeah, I want to start off with the C Red, man, to kind of, fit in, get in where I fit in. I'm trying to get my fat ass where I can fit. That's about it. Anyway, so shouts out to the team. We doing it. Of course, all the podcasts available at freedomtrainradio.com. Y'all heard the intro. So y'all just make sure y'all do that. Shelby's World, The Fix, Lessons from the Screen, and Freedom Train Radio, the podcast. And of course, this one right here. So keeping it local, shouts out my man Artisan P. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because of the quarantine. Quarantine is a thing. It ain't even quarantine. Like, ain't nobody really quarantine. We do recognize that, right? We do recognize that they like we all in some big lab in the middle of Kansas, like living in the combine. Like, ain't nobody quarantined. But we are trying to stay safe, stay at home, social distance, all that other crap, whatever. But in light of that, my man Artisan P, you know, he been going live trying to be like me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, actually, I did the opposite. I stopped going live on y'all hoes. It is what it is. Like, nope. Not this content, not off top. Anyway, but back to the subject. My man Artisan P, me going live, and this Sunday, of course, those listening to the all y'all. I keep forgetting. Yeah, I hope y'all recognize that I've switched it up. Flip, you know what I'm saying? No Drake. But now the live comes on Wednesdays on YouTube, so be prepared for that. Shoot, I mean, check the intro. My intro still saying I'm going live. Yo, I switched it up. So yeah. Anyway, the visual of the podcast will be on YouTube at Enigma Sept 927. So yeah, y'all just gonna miss out. Hate to see it. Well, yeah, I bet Artisan P, man, he going live on YouTube on Sunday. Shouts out to the Cat family. Apparently they are doing it in collaboration. Let me get in the mic. I'm gonna sound sexy. Speaking of going live, of course, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott going down. Unfortunately, I'm recording this on Friday, so you guys won't get my interpretation of the situation until next week. So for 2 weeks, y'all gonna be sitting here, just sit here waiting. Like, dang, E, talking about this for the 3rd week. Yeah, man. So I guess to even speak on it, I think Erykah gonna get it just because, like I said last week, she's kept herself more relevant, especially with baby daddies. But more so just, I mean, Erykah she's figured the social media thing out. I think Jill Scott just popped on Instagram maybe 2 years ago. Erykah been doing like social media, like killing it for like 6, 7. I mean, Erykah been hosting. She hosted what the BET's, the Soul Train Awards. Like Erykah has done a lot to kind of keep herself going. And in these streaming times, that has allowed, you know, especially the kids to go out and allow the kids to go out and try to figure out who she is, you know. And then, of course, just with the legendary status of her kids' fathers, with Andre 3000, the DLC, and with what's the other fool name? Jay Electronica. I'm rude, I know. And also too, the one that didn't get that fish, Pisces. Sorry, Shelby. Well, yeah, Common. You know, so even with dating her, dating him rather. Common is a hoe. Just to let y'all know, Common is a hoe out here. So, but yeah, so yeah, Erykah just got more presence, and I think the kids gonna know more of her songs. Even though I believe Jill has been more productive on the musical side as of late, more so than Erykah. But Erykah has been to keep her name. So, yeah. And if you are watching or listening to this, J. Cruz, bro, I would love for you to be on the podcast. He's one of the people, like, I'll say this. If I can say that Outlaw has been my kind of my ride or die in this last half of the decade. The first half of the decade, my man J. Cruz, man. And he's doing big things. Big things, like, man's is really, really out here doing it. So if you are watching on YouTube or if you're listening to the podcast on Monday, bro, give me a time. Now I do it whenever. Pause. It's like, it's whatever. Speaking of verses, because apparently Jill Scott and Erica Badu are the first ladies to do the podcast. Do the podcast. They need to do the podcast. I wish. And do the versus competition on IG. But there's some other ladies who decided they want to put their hat in the ring, and it didn't go well. So apparently, I guess Khia, my back fame, put her hat in the ring and said she wanted to go toe to toe with Trina. Yeah, nah. Trina was like, nah, you straight. You good. Thank you, mama. But no. You need at least 10 hits, which is even wild because then people had to sit there and like had to figure out like, do Trina got 10 hits? I know she ain't got 10 hits by herself. Not by herself. She don't have 10 hits by herself. I'm talking about hits. I ain't talking about, oh, that's my jam. Yeah, girl. Nah, I'm talking about like you're playing Top Flight. Every time you step in the club, like I'm talking about hits. And the answer is barely. Yeah, kind of stretch it. I got to think of 5 on top, I think. You got Nan Nigga, Take It to the House, Single Again, which is a horrible song. Be All Right with Ludacris. That's probably my favorite like joint that she got. And Single Again is the joint she had with Kelly, right? So, oh, the baddest bitch. I forgot. I'm the baddest. So that's 5 off the top. That's 5. Barely get the 10. Barely. Khia just got 3. And that's stretching. All I know is my neck, my back, and JODD. That's all I got for Khia. All her other hits been her going viral, rather on TV or on the internet. Like that. That's all I got. Sorry, ma'am. She got hits of talking shit and getting in people's faces. But yeah, Trina wasn't having that. So, and man, so yes, there's actually a lot of stuff that went down this week. I didn't know. Because especially what's crazy is a lot of stuff don't pop off until Friday. I don't know why people figure it's Friday is when they're gonna decide to really just get in their bag and start tearing the club up. I'm at work trying to figure out, what I'm gonna talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about on the show. And then boom, boom, boom. Like, oh shit. Whoa. Hey, yo. I can't even research. I don't even know what's going on. I guess I can tie in 2 and 2. Speaking of what's happening today, oddly enough, I didn't even think about how that balance out. So those who know that one of the biggest influences in probably street rap in the early 2000s, late 90s was this crime syndicate. Am I snitching by saying that? Giving you guys a clue. This crime syndicate known as Black BMF, or Black Mafia Family. And apparently one of the heads of the crime family, Big T, is looking to try to be released from federal prison. Man said, yo, I ain't trying to catch the coronavirus. What's good? Let me out of here. Let me out of this cage. And yeah, it looking like it's a great possibility. Now his brother, because there's 2 brothers that was running the syndicate. Like these boys, like look here, man. Like on some Scarface type tip, like for real. Like they was like everything you think your favorite rapper was talking about, them boys was doing. Like it wouldn't be, what's the word? It wouldn't be far-fetched to consider that No, matter of fact, it's probably true. I can't say absolutely true because I didn't see it and wasn't there. But they definitely had a hand in the careers of Jeezy and Ti, if not whoever else came out of Atlanta in the early 2000s. So they was from Detroit, which was crazy. But they went to Atlanta and like they was blowing everybody up because they had the money and all came tumbling down. But yeah, so that happens, you know. I don't know if I feel about I mean, I feel like if you do the crime, you just do the time, bro. But yeah. I think they murdered a couple people. I don't know if I don't know if I'm really on the free Big T train. I don't know if I'm quite there. Maybe an old white man put crack in the hood. They just took they opportunity. Maybe if I take that lane, I'll be like, hey, I can get out. But yeah, I still committed crimes, bro. People died. But no, seriously though. Speaking of crimes, the big news of today, of right now, of May 8th, while I'm recording this podcast, Takashi 6ix9ine, the infamous Takashi 6ix9ine, he's already been out, but he's made his first public appearance. He dropped a video today. I believe his name of the video is Goomba. It's just him in a room like I am here, just in a room. Imagine me here, rainbow colors everywhere, and 6 stallion built. I know stallion. I know the whole stallion is a male horse. Relax. Stallion built women just shaking ass continuously, and that's pretty much it. I saw another video of like a cell phone video of yeah, like an ad, Times Square. It's like big as hell, like in the middle of Times Square. Like the king of New York is back. That was bold as hell. He did that. And apparently he went on IG, was telling people that the video was dropping, that he was back. The crazy thing is, yeah, in the video, he has like an umbrella and he moves the umbrella down in front of the camera. Going to, is this, what is it? What is beauty mode? He bring the camera back and it's like an emoji face of a mouse or a rat. Trolling to the utmost degree. Like, man, like I used to troll. I ain't gonna front, man. I used to be a big troll. Not like I take that back. Not a big troll in the sense of what these cats do today. Not like going to the store and steal donuts. But on the internet, I used to troll. I used to talk shit. I used to be a big shit talker. And the whole thing was just, yeah, I would say shit to get a rise out of people, or at least try to make it funny. But some of it was just like, yeah, just to fuck with you. Just, as my man Jeremiah would say, stirring the pot. That was my thing. So, but this man is trolling on an enormous level of heights not seen before. Like this shit, like 50 How to Rob just looks like child's play. Like this dude literally snitched in federal court, not state, not a county little misdemeanor crime, federal court. Man snitched, and now he wilding like it ain't nothing, bro. Well, we gonna see. We gonna see. I don't know. I ain't wishing death on that man, just like I ain't wishing coronavirus on anybody in the White House, even though Stephen Miller wife is positive. But I don't know. get choked out a little bit. You gonna find out. Somebody ain't gonna like that. Speaking of stuff people ain't gonna like, I'm evil. Chris Brown and Young Thug dropped the album Slime and B. I'm sorry to report, I'm not gonna listen to that shit. I might, ain't gonna front. Like, I might check it out, but I didn't invest no time. I was too busy today, and yeah, I'm not with it. So y'all good. I'm sorry. I'm petty. I just not gonna waste my time. But hey, if you're interested, you can check it out. And man, RIP to Ty. Ty was a UK artist. Apparently, speaking of the coronavirus or COVID-19, he passed away. Another rapper passed away from the disease today, or not today, but this week. So RIP to him, his people, his family. A lot of I want to say dignified rappers. They were. Well, a lot of respected rappers, a bit underground rappers, showed them love. And yeah, man, so rest in peace. And with 10 minutes to go before my guest, before we play the song, we gonna get into the shits. We finna go there. Yeah. So I would be remiss if I didn't mention, of course, the biggest story of the day everywhere right now is the death of Ahmaud Arbery. Did I say that right? Look at my producer who doesn't exist. Yeah, Ahmaud Arbery. So they arrested yesterday. They arrested the alleged killers of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery. His killers, who were named Gregory McMichael, who was 64 years old, and Travis McMichael, who charged with murder and aggravated assault. Now, what's crazy is this incident happened back in February. I think February 26th. Also, too, I believe today, the day of the recording, which is May 8th, would have been Ahmaud's 26th birthday. Bro, that's way too young, man. Way too young. But yeah, so apparently the incident happened. The father and son, the father is an ex-cop in the area over in Brunswick, Georgia, which I believe is near Jacksonville. And yeah, so they took him in. I guess they questioned him or whatever. There was a third guy that was with them, and the third guy had recorded. I'm thinking because he wanted evidence of what happened. Guess thinking that it would just they'll get them off. And apparently, in the beginning, it did because there were no files charges. They weren't arrested. The excuse is that they thought that Ahmaud was a burglar who had been going around the neighborhood burglarizing. They went to confront him while he was running down the street or jogging. They stopped in front of him. The younger Michael Travis hopped out with a shotgun, and him and Ahmaud got into a tussle. Shotgun went off, and here we are discussing another black man killed at the hands of just anybody, to be honest. But what's shocking is, or I guess what the tables turned. Now I remember reading about this, I think before like the video came out, but and I heard there was like some trouble. It was hard for his parents, his family to really get traction of the case because of the coronavirus. It's hard to get people together and get out and protest because everyone is quarantined. The stay at home order. But somebody, and apparently it was the lawyer of the now perpetrators actually released the tape to the public, and that created a public outcry. Of course, unfortunately, if you want to see the tape, you go to my Twitter. I retweeted it. Maybe I shouldn't have. That's a judgment call. I'm used to it. I'm one of those ones. I'm numb, but I've been numb, to be honest, and not just numb to the fact of a black man dying, or numb to the fact of a black man being killed by a white man. But I'm just numb to seeing somebody die. I've seen a dead body, so I watched it and I was like, "Here we go again." And what tripped me out was when I was watching it, it made me think of how I imagine what happened with Trayvon Martin. I know a lot of people have compared the two. The thing is we didn't see Trayvon Martin. We didn't have video evidence. But from just, from all the information that came out about the interaction between Trayvon and George Zimmerman, like, it was like, boom, same thing. Black dude, black boy and Trayvon, black man and Ahmaud, minding his business, walking along, running along. Some overzealous and Zimmerman wannabe cop, and Matt Michael, the elder, ex-cop, want to pull up, want to regulate a neighborhood, right? Now, be it that you're a little boy, how old Trayvon was, like 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown ass man at 25 and you seeing another grown man come at you with a shotgun. Yo, you gonna try to defend yourself, both ends. And these cowards, be it, you know what I'm saying, if it was Travis or George, decide to use a weapon instead of just backing off. You finna get overpowered, back off. But nah, use a weapon, and a mother got to mourn her child for the rest of her life. Just stupid, man. It's real stupid. And then the thing get me too is, why the hell Travis was going at it? Why didn't he let his pops do it? His pops was a cop. He served like 8-9 years as a cop, and the rest of his term he was an investigator. But from what I know, I don't think the younger Michael was a cop. The fuck is you stepping up trying to be Superman for? And then why are you confronting this man with a gun? If he got a gun, guess what? Maybe you should call the police. Let them handle it. Or you knew he didn't have a gun and you stepped and you knew you had the upper hand. But honestly, it's a lot of things about the case. And really with a lot of these things, and I've been this way. I remember when Trayvon Martin thing popped off, and the first time I seen it on Twitter back in 2012, and the little tweets started coming out, people was discussing it. It ain't even blow up on national news yet. You just saw people talking about it. I've always been like, yo, let's let things settle. Let's see what's going on, and step back. I ain't even want to try to get caught up in the emotions. Now, granted, I say this. Fuck Will Cock, whatever the little fat motherfucker on ESPN. Fuck him. But unfortunately, on one part, because he came, if y'all want to know, and I'm pretty sure Joe gonna talk about it if he hadn't already. He came at LeBron because LeBron tweeted about the case, and then what was it, Jason Whitcock? You suck a cock. His dumb ass was talking about, oh, LeBron's just race baiting because he wants to look better than Jordan. Shut the fuck up. That ain't. I think I've been a troll. But like I said, I know what trolling is, so it is what it is, my nigga. But I will agree with this, and not to co-sign his fuck ass, but I will agree. The whole idea of, oh, we getting 100 down, like, yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, we dealing with stuff in America. That's true. We've been lynched since forever. That's true. But my thing is just be mindful, man. I know it's emotional. You start becoming attached, you take it in, you internalize it. And when you internalize it, you start saying whatever because you want to be able to express yourself. But I think also you gotta be careful because things can get twisted and people can play on them emotions and have you looking stupid. And us looking stupid, I mean us as far as those who look at this and understand that there's an injustice, there's an injustice that happened. Yeah, we got to make sure that we look at this for what it is, because the other side, they're gonna look for any and everything to dismiss this if they haven't dismissed it already. And they have. Y'all heard what Trump said. They already gonna dismiss it. So don't. So you gotta be mindful. Just stay on P's and Q's, man. Look at this shit for what it is. Which I think one of the things that we gotta look at it as more so than a race issue or white supremacy issue. Well, first of all, what it is definitely white privilege, and that's definitely what it is. But more so, it is a public safety issue. And I think if we come across this issue like that, and again, don't make it seem as if I'm trying to downplay the race part, because I'm not. I'm black militant and I'm way more than a lot of you motherfuckers. I got y'all ass last week, about y'all sucking up Trump and thinking everything okay because you got money in your pocket, or you had money in your pocket about 2 weeks ago before this quarantine shit went down. So fuck anybody who think I'm trying to dismiss the race issue in this. But to get these other fools to really understand what's going on and still be true about it, because it's true. This is a public safety issue. You trying to tell me that anybody feel like it can be justified because they think, with no evidence, think you committed a crime, can pull up on you, guns drawn, and then walk away? Like, anybody, I don't care who you are, black, white, male, female, anybody should be shook by like, yo, you can kill somebody and just say, oh, I thought you committed a crime, and be good. You should be shook. You don't have to. I hope not everybody listening to this is a black male. You should be shook. You should be shook for your kids. You should be shook for your parents and anybody around you, because that's what that says. Don't matter your race, don't matter your sex, don't matter where you from, because it's gonna happen time and time again. So, but yeah, man, just stop all the. I ain't gonna say stop. I ain't gonna tell people how to express themselves. But just be mindful, man. Just be mindful. Don't be retweeting every fucking thing you did. Matter of fact, before I bring Joe on here, like, he hit me up, had to correct me. I retweeted a picture. They said it was Governor Kemp in Georgia, Governor Kemp. And he had a picture with the elder Matt Michael. Turned out that wasn't the Mike Michael. Now, I kind of figured it wasn't. I tried to look to see if it was a picture that I can kind of compare, but I ended up retweeting the shit anyway. And yeah. So trust and believe, there's people who know you're emotional about this, and they would use those emotions to play. They'll play on those emotions to have you looking stupid because they have an agenda. Rather, if they have an agenda and just want to prop themselves up as the next Sean King, or prop themselves up and say, see, look, the other side. You know what I'm saying? It could be people from that side feeding you misinformation because you being emotional about the shit, just to come back around and tell you, oh, you stupid because you believe that. So, like, be mindful, man. Like, this internet thing is tricky. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of misinformation. Don't let that have you looking stupid, because the last thing we need. We need to know all the facts so we know what we facing. You know what I'm saying? And if, yeah, they may get off, it is what it is. I'm gonna say this too, and then get to the next song and put my guest on. Look, man, Stop the whole black people don't care about black lives until white people do it. That's stupid. That's stupid. Anytime somebody dies, get murdered, there's a mama that's crying. There's a family that's affected. Stop that dumb shit. All right. Just because all of a sudden you see TV, that's the TV and the media that's jumping on that story. But I don't mean because of a black man kill another black man and don't nobody care. No. And also, too, the difference, one of the main differences is in that situation is if a black man kill a black man, guess what? That black man more likely going to get caught and go to jail. The problem with this situation is a lot of other situations where there is a lot of media behind it is the fact that no one went to jail behind a murder. Someone who didn't have a weapon was confronted with somebody who had a weapon. They died. The person without the weapon, and the person who had the weapon wasn't even questioned or was questioned and let go. That's the issue. So stop all this, oh, black people don't care about black lives. Shut the fuck up. Straight up. Fuck you. That's how I feel. Because you stupid. Stop that. Anyway. Just let it go. Yo, man, shout out to this bro, man. He hit me up. I don't even know who this is, but just show the reach of the podcast. Man's hit me up, and I'm gonna play it. It's pretty straight. I ain't even mad at him. Man, straight out of Atlanta, my man Tali Hendrix with "Never Alone," and then we'll come back and have my man Outlawed Beats on the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby. Boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you heard was Tali Hendrix with "Never Alone," and I got my man finally, guest of the hour, Outlawed Beats. What's good, bro?
I'm good, man. I was sitting in that waiting room for a minute, but I'm here now.
Yeah, I decided to go on my little rant. You know what I'm saying? The last 20 minutes of the show, last 10 minutes. I don't know why I give myself that time because you know me. I can talk.
Yeah, I know, bro. I have a show, I guess you could talk.
Right. And they ain't even getting to the half of it. They don't even know.
What's up with you though, man? How you doing?
Yo, I'm good. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You can tell from the background. Got a new spot.
Oh.
Ain't even out yet, you know what I'm saying? The acoustics is wonderful right now.
Yeah, sounds good, man. It doesn't sound like you're in an empty room anymore.
See, Joe be talking shit on the low, bro. I'm sorry, Outlawed Beats. Outlawed Beats be talking shit on the low. But yo, yeah, man, I need to get a stand though. You got a stand over there? Let me see. Outlaw.
Yes, sir.
You got a stand? You got a mic stand?
I got a mic stand. I don't know how. I thought you were talking to your assistant over there because I don't know how I'm going to help you.
No, I'm talking to you.
My microphone.
Yeah, what I'm saying, like I gotta upgrade. I gotta get the mic stand. So
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Well, my whole good.
Cost to be the boss, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get there. But till then, I got the Bob Barker going on.
Yes, sir.
The neuter pets and your cats, and your dogs and your cats.
Oh, got it.
Bro, what's good with you though? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Right now, I'm just I've been making a lot of beats. I've been doing mixing. Actually, I had some people send some stuff over to work on tonight. So that's what I'm mostly working on right now, musically and everything. Just because my studio shut down currently for the COVID crisis, but I plan on opening it up hopefully later this month. I get a lot every day. Somebody hits me up. You open it? You open it? Oh man, I'm trying to keep it safe for you all.
Who you tell?
You know what I'm saying? Like trying to keep everybody safe, bro. And I ain't hurting too bad yet, so you know, I'm okay.
Nah, that's how it is. That's for real, bro.
I just miss it, but you know, I can deal.
Yeah, nah.
This, yeah, I'll get into that later, but yeah.
No, we go. Yeah, just go ahead. I mean, I'm about to say I'm in the same boat. I started getting paid. Y'all niggas need to pay me.
Yes,
Talking to
sir.
y'all watching, pay a nigga because even if it's under the table, bro. A couple of dollars in a nigga.
Man has a bunch of episodes under his belt, man. It's time to get. He got a new spot now.
You know what I'm saying?
Got acoustic.
The nigga with the cash out. It's down there below. Look down. My cash out been on my description on my podcast for like a year now. I want to hear ding. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, for the coin drop. Like,
coin drop. That's what I was gonna say. What is that, Venmo or something?
I don't get no money. I don't know what it means. I just pay out on the cash.
Yes. By the way,
send out.
Right.
Felicia want to get some groceries. Send out. What is it?
By the way, I do accept Cashapp as well. Cash sign, $, Outlawed Beats.
Let them know. Let them know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put
watch mine go off before yours, man.
Yours definitely will go off before mine. Yeah.
Like we're in the middle of the whole this session right now. It's like bling, like everyone's like, oh yeah, it's Enigma gun. Nah, that was Outlawed Beats.
Nah, it wasn't me. Ain't getting no coin drops. Nope. But yo, man, like I don't typically like I go into, you know, what was your past like? How was it growing up? All this other stuff. I just want to shoot the breeze. You my bro. Just to let y'all know, like Joe, like I said earlier, Joe has like, if anything, I keep saying Joe. Silky Jesus. Silky Jesus. But no, right. But no, like almost anything I've been involved with past 6-7 years, like my man's he's been the catalyst. Like I was kind of thinking of getting back into music. And he hit me up. He was like, "Hey bro, I got a beat for you. What's good?" No, you asked me what type of beat I wanted. And I said I want an Outkast type beat. He didn't give me no Outkast. I want an Outkast ass beat. That was I was like, I really got the beat. I was like, must be love below Outkast, because got a heavy ass sample in the middle of this shit. Like they talking, what in the world? But I freaked it. Ended up being one of them ATL's favorite songs for me. If the only song he likes from me.
Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's true. Actually, you know, I have heard him say he really digs that song. So
yeah. So but yeah, it snowballed from there. So one song became 2 EPs, and I was able to perform for Cares One, Ye Ain't Twins. It ain't much, but trust me, you had met me in 2009 and told me I would open up be an opening act for those 2 acts ever in my life, I would have laughed you out the building like, nah, nigga, I'm done. But that happened, and that happened because this man right here believed in me, shot me some bail, and here we go. So I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I would like to just touch on how I got started and stuff. You know, you might know.
We don't care.
You don't care.
You just want your beats for free. Just put it online without a tag, so we can make a mixtape. Nah, I'm joking, bro. Go ahead, get the people a rundown, man.
So yeah, I was like, probably was like in my teenage years. I was pretty shy, you know, like a lot of musicians, and you know, a lot of people. It's funny because like when you're, you know, a lot of musicians start a band, or they're kind of, you know, nerdy or whatever like that. They're introverts and stuff like that. So that's a lot of how like we express ourselves. But it's funny, like as you get older, was like, oh, you're cool now, like, you know. But like before, we were like, oh yeah, that's that band gig over there. But anyways, I would listen to the radio, and I would like just get my little Casio keyboard out, and I would just like play stuff along with it. Sometimes I would play the same melody. Sometimes I add my own thing to it, and I just always was like interested in like that side of things. So my homeboy Fleetwood, I was in my senior year of high school in year 2000.
Fleetwood.
Don't do the math. Don't do the math. But yeah, he got a program called Acid Pro for his. I never forget the day because it was Christmas. It was Christmas 2000, 1999. I mean 2000. 1999. So the day after Christmas, December 26th, 1999. That's when my I guess I started making. I know the actual date. I don't know the actual date of a lot of stuff, but I know the actual date I started creating, hip hop beats. And I took that, back then it was on all these iLocks and all that stuff like that. So I just took the disc and brought it over to my house. And he was like, yeah, load it up on your computer, make some beats for me, man. I know you could do something. So, I was making beats, and he made some beats here and there, but he started realizing, yeah. And then I just had a computer mic, bro, like one of those Radio Shack computer mics that kind of go around you, like you're
bro,
telemarketer or whatever.
Nah, I know.
And that's what we recorded on. And back then, first of all, if you went to the studio, you had to shell out a lot of money. But
right.
There was home equipment and stuff like that. So, we just did our, do yourself thing, and we put out a couple mixtapes. I was actually rapping a little bit back then. I had a couple other people I worked with. Johnny Five, he was from Jacksonville, but he was in Gainesville at the time. This is where I was, in Gainesville. And my first couple years in college, we actually performed and stuff. And back then, if you were putting out music, and at that time we were people were like, oh wow, that was amazing. It wasn't like today where everybody's like, dang, another rapper, oh, you another producer. Right. People were like, whoa, really? If you gave somebody, a link to your music, which I had an Angel Fire account or something. It was type in this long address and it's my song, and people would do it. It was crazy, man. Today, people just are sloppy with it, but they just shoot you links. And
main thing was trying to get you on MySpace. You get it on MySpace, everybody was gonna get to it.
Yeah, but this is before MySpace, so there was no platforms for artists to really put their stuff out there, man. So, but like I said, you did music and you were putting out music. You talked to people at a club or something you could get on and perform. You could get on the radio. I mean, there really wasn't that many people doing it back then. So if you were doing something and have the go-to to actually do it, people respected that. It's a lot different nowadays. You actually have to be good.
Right.
But because you have to stick out amongst the big crowd. Anyways, I moved up to Tallahassee. Everybody was back in Gainesville, so I started linking up with people. The first person I made a beat for in Tallahassee was J-Hop. J-Hop 87. And back then, he was we were both fairly young, and we worked at Publix together. And so that's how we linked.
Well, am I the only person that didn't work at Publix? God damn.
Did he work at Publix too?
Yes.
I totally can picture that. I probably remember seeing her check. She was probably a cashier or something, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, eventually, Fleetwood moved up here, and then I started linking with some other people, and he was recording people. And really, the biggest thing took it to a different level, because back then I was just making beats mainly. I was doing that little recording on a little junky mic, but we started getting a little bit more serious about the recording. Home studio, equipment started being a little bit, the quality was a lot better, and it was more accessible. So in 2005, I got Pro Tools for the first time, little M-Box, got a decent mic, little Rode NT1A, and I just started doing it. And I just was obsessed, man. I would go to my, regular job, and I'd come home, work for 8 hours there, and I come home and I work for 8 hours on music, man. So every day, it was 8 hours here, 8 hours there, 8 hours. So I was putting in my time, and I would just work on one song for weeks in the mix and just try to get it right. So I was just really obsessed with it, man. And I just wanted to get better. And I started working with more people. Eventually, bought a house and then turned one of the rooms into a studio. And then I started charging people and stuff because people people were just coming in all the time. Like, who are you? Like recording, like it's like I was working with a group of people and like there'll be one person, and then they bring in somebody else. Like, oh, you cool? But then it was just like all these other people. So I like kind of had to be like, all right, I'm gonna make this a business now. So that was a real turning point, and it's been up and down there, but probably since about like 2013 to 14, I've really taken the recording stuff really seriously, and as far as just like consistently, like almost every night of the day of the week, recording. So I mostly do recording, engineering, mixing, but of course I'm Outlawed Beats, so I make beats as well. And but you know what? People can download free beats all day. They can't download a free engineer, so a good engineer at that. So they can download a free program to try it themselves, but then they realize it's not that easy.
Right.
And that was the same thing with me. I thought like I was gonna get this Pro Tools thing, and Kanye West was like just like really bubbling up at the time. I'm like, man, this stuff's gonna sound like Kanye West, and I was like, it don't sound like Kanye West. So I just had to get better at it, man. So I realized, and that's really when I just started developing my ear. That's the biggest thing. Like I tell people is just take your time with and develop your ear. But yeah, that's kind of like the road I got to here, and I've had some successes here and there, but main thing is just being consistent.
Putting in them 10,000 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I don't know how many hours I'm on now. Like I have several hundred clients. It's
I know
been a journey.
you're putting hours in, and it shows. Like even in the we're going on 6 or 7
6 or 7 what?
years. Just
Knowing each other?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be 7,
like 2013 or something like that.
Yeah, we're going on 7 years, and I've seen an improvement from that time. You're not saying that you were trash then; you were good then,
Right.
but
Right.
I've seen the growth. So in that, it's just evidence of the work you put in, and you just continue to get better. You're not settling. I can tell you're not settling. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Which is amazing because, you could easily just be like, all right, I'm just going to record.
Yeah.
99% of these cats ain't nothing going to come out of this but them just recording. So you could be sleeping on it, but you don't. You know what I'm saying? And for that, I can respect that you've elevated your game, you know what I'm saying, throughout the years, rather if it was recording and with the beats.
Yeah, man. And just one other thing I'd like to say about it is just like, one thing, and it doesn't matter whether you're doing, and I'm just, saying this to anybody who's out there who's just thinking about getting into this or in it and not, hitting roadblocks or not sure where to go. But, always try to get better. And then be a nice person. A lot of people just think like, oh, they could just do whatever, like throw people their links. You got to talk to people. You got to be personable. People got to like you. You know what I'm saying? Like half the reason why, people keep coming back to me is they just like me. You know what I'm saying? They like what I do and everything like that. But they just understand the vibe. They know it's not like just strictly a business transaction. You know what I'm saying? And some people are okay with that, and that's fine with me too. You know what I'm saying? And like whenever you're vibing with people, you got to feed off their vibe too. So it's not always about you. And a lot of people have egos and get the egos boosts and everything really easily. So it is really about, people. So like this is a people industry, and if you think it's just about you and your music, then you're wrong. And a lot of people just go wrong not understanding like I take time to make 1 or 2 fans, instead of trying to get 100 fans a day. You know what I'm saying?
But
this ain't gonna happen like that.
Right. You gotta love yours. Like love those in front of you and nurture, what you got, and then they'll grow. You know what I mean? That's something I'm trying to figure out. You know what I mean? Not saying that I don't appreciate those that do listen to the podcast or listen to Underground Railroad or whatever. But even more so, just don't get stuck on, yo, I'm trying to get this number, that number. Like, yo, if you got somebody listening, you got somebody showing love, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, nurture that. And what's going to happen is it's going to spread regardless, because people are going to see that you're a genuine person and that, you know what I'm saying, you're positive, and they're going to want that vibe. As simple as that. So,
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't have silky Jesus hair, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna continue with trying to have a good vibes.
Yeah, man.
Now, I know your government and, you know what I'm saying, your whole background or whatnot. Like, how do you balance between, you know what I'm saying, going from Outlawed Beats and then going back to your Peter Griffin life?
I'm just real simple, man. And honestly, I think people try to like think it's complicated. Scheduling, budget your time, just like you budget your money. And just make a commitment to that. Like, I think once I had a family, that was kind of like I was starting to, I got a house and I was starting to do the studio, and I started having a family, and I was like, all right, this family is really important. So I slowed down for a second. But then once I got that hunger to like really like go at a full go, I had to like make a plan. And like, how do I, allow time for do all my work stuff, family and all that. So, some of it was just sacrifice a little bit of sleep, sacrificing watching TV, sacrificing, going out, sacrificing just the extra things that, just laying around. Like, I don't have, like, now, I got a little extra time right now with all this going on.
Right.
But and it's been nice, for that reason. But it's just budgeting your time, man. You got to be like, from this time to this time. Like, I just decided from 8:30 to 11:30 every night is music. What I'm doing. And then, and it's funny because when I first started recording, I always bent to everybody else's schedule. Like, oh, when can you record? I'll get you in there. Da, da, da. And then, but once I set my own schedule, it was funny because everybody bent to my time. And then it was because they wanted to get in. So it was like, they made it work they made it work to get in here. So then I didn't feel like it was weird, like how just kind of the world kind of gravitated to me in that sense that, like, once I said, like, this part of the day is doing this part of the day I'm doing this part I'm doing this, and then at the end of the day I'm doing music.
Right.
And when you're consistent like that, like I said before, good things happen and people notice, and word spreads, and it all happens, man.
Yeah, I think that's important. And then also too, like, you have what the you got the bargaining to. I mean, you got the bargaining. What's the word? You got leverage because. Well, one thing I learned in regards to, like, when I started doing the podcast, like the first time around, was like, my name started getting more attraction than it
Right.
did. And me and my cousin was was out here rapping, which is funny because a lot of this, like, around 2005, we used like Pro Tools and Inbox, like, we was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So we what we had, Adobe Audition versus Pro Tools. But when they brought an Inbox, when they brought a real mic, not just a computer mic, we used a computer mic for like 2 years or whatever. And when they got a real recording mic, laced up the closet with the eggshells, and it really started trying to improve in our sound or whatever. But regardless, when I started doing a podcast, like, my name started getting more traction. And what I realized was I had something to barter. Like, I actually had a service to provide versus trying to gain a service. As a rapper, I was looking for beats. I was looking for studio time. I was looking for, time to get on the radio, looking to get on the stage, whatever.
Yep.
But with the podcast, it was like I had something to offer as far as my opportunity to come on and be interviewed and promote themselves. And so even moving forward, I try to tell artists, like, if you want to, get a name, you gotta have something you can offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, have something that you can barter. So if it's a DJ, like, yo, I'm making an intro for you or something. So when you start a DJ set, you'll have this, and then in turn you can cut some records from me or whatever.
I'm with
So
you, man. I totally agree with that. And you know Keith Kennedy?
oh yeah, that's my Libra bro.
Yeah, I remember him
For the
speaking.
best.
And for those who don't, he worked with TJ Chapman. That had it was a Wild Style DJs and
Yeah.
CJ DJs and all that stuff. But you know, I heard him talking, and I probably heard other people say this too. But it's very true. Like if you know, money is what people have used when they don't have anything else to offer. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's sometimes I can't offer somebody something for their service that I have already, so I got to pay them. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just got to you got to pay people, and you know, just because you rap good doesn't mean that, like I want to you know do something for free for you. And so, but if somebody has something that's of value, you know what I'm saying, and I, you know, in a few cases, I'm like, yeah, actually, I would really like that. So the more diverse you are, like you say, you have a podcast and offer something that not everybody has, been consistent with it. You know, people are willing to work with that. But just saying like, hey, I want to work, you know, probably the worst words I hear, like, or you know, when they hear somebody hears a beat, let me get that, or
Right.
let's work.
Excuse me.
Yeah, or like let's work, and then like, what do you mean work? You mean volunteer? You know, it's like be straight up about it. If you're gonna be like, don't just throw out these words out here and just like, you know what I'm saying, be real. And but a lot of people are, a lot more people are serious than there was a time like kind of in between when I started and where people weren't like real serious about the money. Now people realize you got to spend money if you want to be successful. Cost to be the boss, and, you know. But at the same time, there's other avenues you could go about to barter and trade with people.
And shout out my man Quan, Band Geeks, because you know he made a post on Facebook. He was just like, look, in Tallahassee it was this rate. In Atlanta, it's this rate. So be ready.
No, and I agree with that, man. At the same time, you know what I'm saying, if you feel like, man, I'm trying, people won't want to pay this and that, you know, you have to understand your markets, you know, and not every market's going to be the same. And the other side is just don't complain. I hate people who complain. It's like, find a way.
Right.
You know, figure it out. Figure out, you know, where you can fit in price wise, whatever that is, whether it's beats or production or whether it's, you know, some rappers, I see posts from rappers sometimes. It's $300 a feature. I was like, man, this is Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying? Like most people are college students or they're working, you know, like jobs that might be paying $8 to $12 an hour. You just don't have that type of, and honestly, your feature ain't worth it unless you're just really like, you have reached beyond outside of Tallahassee. So, you know, but if, you know, you are having, you know, some buzz, maybe, you know, $25 to $50 feature, and you think like, oh, that's not much. Well, when you did like 8 of them in a week, wow, you're starting to make a little money. And then, you know, span that out to a month and a year, and you're like, wow, I brought in like several $1,000s this year off of features, and just out of Tallahassee, and then maybe you probably expand out of there. So I think, and that doesn't just mean anybody could just make a feature. You have to have something going on and leverage, like you said before. But you know, people don't understand markets. They don't understand. That's the other side. If you want to get big, you got to understand business too. Like, and knowing the market and understanding how to market yourself and all that is huge. So a lot of the things, you know, I post and do are very intentional. Like they're not just posts. They have there's another mindset behind it. And then it's not only that, but, and you know, everything I do has purpose. You know what I'm saying? If you just living and doing a thing, then you know you won't get that purpose back to you. So
So my man Outlaw's basically saying is he dropping gems for y'all. Y'all need to pick up. Anyway.
And that's one other thing, man. Like, and if somebody wants to reach out, like, that's why I hate when people just like, because I get all the time, and it's not as much Tallahassee. It's just like people from randomly on the internet inboxing me links of this and that. Like, hey, start a conversation. Like, if you say, you know, hey, check out your beats, I really like them. Hey, I got the song. I want you to check out. I'll check it out, man, and give you some feedback. Now, I'm just not gonna like, you know, just kiss your ring just because you sent me a song. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you and everything. And if you were like, hey, give me some feedback on this beat, or how do I do this? Like, I'm a nice, like I said, I feel like a pretty nice person. I'm willing to give like free advice and that, you know, I'm not like way above anybody like that. So, But at the same time, like, you want me to work, that's a little.
Right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into Outlaw's work real quick, and then we're gonna come back and let y'all know how y'all can get in contact with him, so y'all can develop a relationship with my man's, not just trying to get something out of my man's. So we're gonna go first. We're gonna go off with this "Dreaming" by Springtime, produced by Outlawed Beats, and then we're gonna do
Can I
this.
make a little plug for Springtime? When I first met her, like, she would come in, like, people would bring her. I think she came in for a song or two of her own. But almost every time she was doing features for people all the time. So, like, I did it for free and everything. But she just, like, really worked at her craft, and, you know, again, building relationships and building your name and stuff like that. So she's a great singer, great person, everything. So
Teen Scorpio. So yeah, my girl Springtime with Dreaming, and then you got Outlawed Beats was on Outlawed Beats. And then we're gonna be right back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby. Boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. Again, what you heard was Dreaming by Springtime and Outlawed Ways. My man, Outlawed Beats. It's on both produced by Outlaw. Bro, so we're gonna go ahead, try to wrap this thing on up. So you can get back to your 10,000 hours. Probably 20 now.
I feel like it go on forever, man.
Told you,
I'm doing this more than I thought.
You gonna start your podcast after a while.
Nah, man. If I did anything, it'd be, you know. And that, just another thing. Like, a lot of people they always want to do their own thing. Like, I want my podcast. Like, look at people around you already doing stuff, and, like, join forces with people.
Yeah,
like, support the people already doing stuff and help, like, make stuff bigger. Because people always complain, Tallahassee ain't got this talent. Like, actually, Tallahassee has a lot of things going on. You just ain't looking, and you just want to be about it.
Right, preach.
I'm sure. How many people you seen start podcasts and they got about 10 episodes deep and then it's gone?
Let me sip this tea. Every time somebody do start a podcast, and granted, you know what I'm saying, shouts out anybody that want to start a podcast. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this ain't easy. like you said, you got to schedule your time and manage your time to make sure you do this week in and week out. This ain't easy. You know what I mean? Like, shouts out to No Static Podcast. Them boys about to hit 100 episodes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this ain't no just, you just sitting there talking to people. Nah, dog, you gotta prepare, you gotta make notes. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody you don't know, you gotta know who they are. You gotta look at what's happening throughout the week. You may not even care about, I don't care about half the news I report. I just gotta look at it and try to make something funny out of it. Like, nah, this shit ain't easy, nigga. Pay me. $sign Nick so. So anyway, before we get up out of here, man, how can the people get in contact with you?
I'm pretty much available on most messaging, social media services. So if you're an Instagram person, at Outlawed Beats, Facebook, Outlawed Beats. What are the other ones? Twitter, Outlawed Beats. Outlawed Beats at Gmail. That's another thing, being consistent with, like, your how people get in contact with you. It's hard to get in contact with. And if you're a new artist, like, the easier you can make your name to spell and everything like that. Like, when you get on stage and you perform and people hear your name, they will, let me follow that guy. You got some crazy spelling. Like, people can't find you. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
You got to make sure people can find you. But yeah, it's basically Outlawed Beats. Whatever. I don't have a TikTok.
Sleep.
Try to take it.
Sleep.
But yeah, I'm mostly, if you Google, I hate to say that, but, like, I am the only Outlawed Beats. If you, like, with the ED, Outlawed Beats. I have a BeatStars page. I like people hitting me up for beats, but I really like selling beats through there, because, like, the more I sell in there, the bigger, like, it's easier for other people to find me. And also, my YouTube, Outlawed Beats as well. and I post beats up on there frequently that also go in my SoundCloud, Outlawed Beats. Yeah.
All right. Well, you got anything popping for the future? You got anything you finna drop anytime soon, or any project you got in the making?
I wouldn't say anything that's like, you know, a real specific project or anything, but since this has been going on down, I've been making a lot of beats. So I'm trying to, that's probably, if anything, I haven't been, you know, as good at, because like I said, people buy studio time a lot more than buying beats. And since I'm not doing a lot of studio time right now, making a lot more beats. So I haven't been as consistent putting out beats like I want to. Like I really should be like putting 2 or 3 times a week if I really want to build that YouTube page to be what I really want it to be. Where I'm getting a lot of outside people in there. But yeah.
Yeah, man, down coronavirus tearing stuff up. But it look like
yeah.
we're gonna be on the outside sooner than later. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, things gonna start turning. So
I'm looking for those who are listening to this, and I get like a lot of people, like I said, at least every day, at least a couple of people hit me up. Probably the second half of May, sometime later in May. So I'm gonna watch these numbers in Tallahassee and see if it takes off or it stays steady. And
right.
if it stays steady, I'll open back up.
Yeah, get a little fever. You gotta get the head thermometer before they walk in the house.
Nah, man, I would still be like distancing, and you know. Like,
y'all come in. Yeah,
you come on in and go back there.
Don't spit. You don't need to spit. Y'all for the spit hot fight now. Don't spit nothing.
Don't come over with any coughs. Don't come over with coughs. Real quick, I just heard something really interesting on another podcast. It wasn't music related, but they talked about like, you know, how people are shaming people with the masks and everything.
Yeah.
Just wait till we go out in public and somebody coughs. Woo!
Right.
People are gonna be like, who coughed? Who coughed?
No, I thought about this because me and Fee, we went. Dang, where we went? We went to Walmart. Right. Yeah, we had to pick up some stuff for Walmart because her and Raven having a crab boil tomorrow. They ghetto. Anyway.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I said that.
I got it.
But so we picked up some items, and yeah, I was sitting there thinking like it's probably people that really have to cough, and you need to cough. Like if you got something in you, you need to get it out. But they probably scared because they know.
Get out. And you know, think about like when people come back to work. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you got a cold? Bye. Go home."
Right.
So you know what? People are probably, I'm sick. Let me go home now.
No, I'm gonna do it. Don't let me get back. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead, man. Cut this thing off, man. You my brother. I love you, man. I appreciate you doing this. And it was last minute. I'll admit, it was not in the schedule. It's not on the calendar. Just hit my man's up, and he was with it. So, so I hit you up a little later. Next week, got my man Don Rich. Don Rich is gonna be won't be in the building because I think I'm gonna be doing this forever. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But my man Don Rich will be on the podcast, so we'll have him on. And just holler at me. You got any music? Get at me, enigmasept@gmail.com. Also too, you want to get at me or get at Outlaw, all the information will be down below, right? If you're listening to the podcast or the YouTube video, just go down below in the description and you'll get all of that. And also to subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit me up, let me know that you're listening, any of the socials, and that's that. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you, Mr. Outlawed Beats. Thank you, everybody that's listening. It's your boy, Enigma September. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. Oh, let me stop. Felicia, baby, I love you. Mackenzie, daddy loves you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Happy Mother's Day.
Your wife and your mother and your sister.
My sister, yep.
Sister got the whole clan over there. So, yeah, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and we out of here. Peace.
Peace.